What's up, world? It's your boss International Zoe here in Rio De Janeiro, Copacabana. And I'm talking to the brother Marcelo, aka Snoop.
Yes.
So Snoop, tell me where you from.
Originally Brazil, but growing up in childhood, high school, all in the States, New York.
Okay.
Got my family living out there.
And you were born in what part of Brazil?
Espírito Santo.
Espírito Santo. How far is that from here?
Oh, kilometers. I'm off a little bit on mileage and stuff, but it's about, we take a bus, it would, a normal conventional bus, it would take more or less about 6 hours, 8 hours.
Okay, 8 hours. At what age do you go to New York, and how do you get to New York? Is someone, one of your parents from New York, American? How does that happen?
My dad
is American.
States, and he had all his business opportunity steered towards New York area, and that's where he brought me up.
Right. Did you go with your mom to the States?
Yeah.
Okay. Around what year was this?
I was 4 years old.
Okay. 4 years old at the time.
That was about maybe like 89.
89. And what
Not even, maybe 86, something like that.
What part of New York did you grow up?
Westchester County.
Okay, Westchester County. Okay.
White Plains, Mamaroneck, Port Chester, Rye.
Okay. So you grew up in Westchester, New York.
Yeah. Mamaroneck was the final spot.
Okay.
Until my adolescence. And once I finished high school, I moved on to Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn. Got to know the city.
So you've been all over. You're a New Yorker through and through.
Yes.
Okay. What do you do growing up in New York? After school, do you go and study a particular thing? Do you go to college?
No, I did apply for a couple of colleges, but I just didn't get into the rhythm of it. So I stayed more in the focus of working, Caddyshack, during the summertime, go to the golf course, carrying the bags, for all the rich people.
In the Bronx or where? Because I know they got golf courses.
Yeah, it was in the Bronx and then Scarsdale.
Scarsdale, okay.
Yeah, they got a little golf course. They got a little golf course out there. And other works I did was Sears Automotive, White Plains. I worked with them in the department. And most of my upbuilding, as far as working, I worked with my dad.
Okay, so your dad had his own business. Or he had business
affiliation. He had an affiliation with an Italian family that put him on to how to deal with the macaroni industry, pasta industry. So he learned how to make spaghetti sauce. He learned how to make all types of spaghetti, lasagna, fettuccine, ricotta, all that stuff that Italians do.
So he was on the manufacturing side, not the chef side.
Manufacturing, chef, and part owner, if I believe, at a certain period of time, he actually became a shareholder of the company, because it was two sides. Brothers on one side and the other brother on the other side. Both of them Italian. One was like a deli. The other one my dad was working at was just food, pre-prepared food, take home, frozen.
Okay.
And that was when microwave was just starting, the booming.
So you worked with your father in that industry as well?
Yeah, that was my punishment for when I wasn't doing good at school. That was my summer vacation.
Instead of summer youth, you went and worked with your dad.
Yeah, yeah, I had to, and I think God had him do that for me. Why? Because it helped me out in my math a lot. Yeah, I had to learn how to deal with change, and I don't know if it wasn't for him pushing me, steer the right way with him. I don't know if I would have been any good in math, because I wasn't good.
Right. Okay, so how was life growing up in New York in that time? 80s, 90s?
It's like Pinocchio just coming out the closet, It's adventurous. You learn how to lie, you learn how to play, you learn how to be mystical, and you learn how to be decent.
Right.
It was all in one package deal. It wasn't just that oppression or the bullying. It was party. It was
Made you well-rounded individual.
I miss those days. I used to like getting on my bicycle and just ride the neighborhood, no problem, nobody getting shot. But then all of a sudden, it just broke down. Everything started happening.
Dig it. So, at what point, what leads you back to Brazil?
I have to get into that.
Well, you were born here.
Yeah.
Your father takes you to
what?
America.
It's like this. I'm gonna be real. I don't care. We all have our ups and downs. We all have our means and ways of getting what we want. Thank God, I was never good for robbing. I couldn't rob a ketchup a McDonald's without getting caught. So I never tried that route, but I met a lot of friends, Hispanic, that was in the mix, party life, glamour life, and hip hop culture, and drugs. I got too much influential in that department. Got too much known. I did my time. And
around what year is this?
From '94, before I graduated, until after I graduated, and it just started. That thing about becoming independent, get lost. Like, damn, I gotta prove myself, man. But ain't nobody giving me no jobs no more. I ain't got my dad help me out no more, So it was just like, it was a runaround. I had to get myself together, and the only way out was I had to pay my bills, I had to take care of me, I had to buy my clothes. I did what I did. I got connected. They just gave me the bag and go live your life, bro.
So you
bring me my
hustle.
money.
You hustle.
Yeah, I did.
Growing up in the city.
That didn't stop me from doing what I had to do as far as getting my high school diploma. It didn't stop me from being a worker at a couple convenience stores like CVS. It didn't stop me from being a normal human being.
So,
what time caught up to me and said enough is enough.
So you do some time for a couple years.
Yeah, Rikers Island.
Rikers Island.
I did C-74, D Block. I've been there, bro.
Right.
I've been at the boathouse.
I only heard about it, but
I've been there, bro.
Truly familiar with it.
I've been there. But then I did Buffalo Penitentiary also. Yeah, that was the last pit stop. Cause they tried to. Yeah.
How many years?
Dude, first time was 18 months. Then the second time was 3 years. 4 years, they dropped it down to 3. Then went down to 2 years. Then the last one, they tried to give me 25 years. But that was I was up in Albany. While I was up there, it was like, I could have proved that it was nothing. But, we live by the
code of the street.
Yeah. If we get caught with it and they say it's out, okay, it's mine. Other than that, I couldn't say, hey, it wasn't mine and I don't know what it is. I would have get slapped and beat the shit up anyway. So I prefer just keeping my silence and keeping the vow of the street that, hey, all right, man, you're saying it's mine. That's the road you want to take. You don't want to try to bargain with me. No problem. and it wasn't that. It was just there on the floor. And I was just coming out of the convenience store. Woo! Come and get it. You know, everybody else had just fled, and I didn't even know what was going on. So I was known in the block. So it was like, yeah, it's yours. So they tried to give me time for that, plus a couple of gun charges. And after that, which was like a year, some months in there, and a couple of lawyers, going through a couple of lawyers, I finally found out that I could have revoked everything and moved.
Ask them if they have olives.
Damn, I said donuts.
I think donuts. We'll go to the thing.
She's gonna see if she has. You want olive oil or
Olives. And olive oil here. What they have.
olive oil?
They have
Straight out of
vinegar.
olive.
So you do in total about 6 years.
Around that.
When does it all end? When do you get out?
Dude, 99.
99.
99 when I decided self-deport myself.
Self-deported. So you said I'm going back.
Yeah, because I already had lawyers fighting, checking lawyers. Like I had 2 lawyers, one checking one another.
Right.
But I felt like it was like, look, you guys are just rolling.
Right.
Just letting me ride in here. Nobody's taking care of the paperwork or trying to plead.
Right. Where's your mom and dad at this time?
At this time, they were just like, you know what? We're tuning you out.
Yeah. Right.
But when I was in Rikers, I tuned them out. They actually went to the mortuary. They actually went to the police and they thought I was dead.
Wow.
A whole year without no concern, no type of communication. Yeah, he did. So they was looking for me all over the place.
Ask them if they have vinegar.
They ain't vernacular.
Nice.
What do you got?
Okay.
And once I got that, like I found myself inside the penitentiary. I decided to send them a message. Say, hey, I'm here. I've been here for a year now. Like a year and a half, a couple of months had gone by before I actually, told them that, decided to
Did
call.
you not tell them because you were ashamed or?
Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes total sense.
Yeah, I was.
You didn't want to feel like you was letting them
Right,
down.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want it. I didn't want neither my mom or my dad to go through that system shit. But you know what? If I didn't tell them, they would have gone through the other system thinking, the mental thinking of, yeah, he dead.
Yeah.
He ain't with us no more.
So 99, you come out and decide to self-deport yourself.
Yeah, and I've been back down here since, doing my thing, meeting people, talking to people, making things happen. Back in Help days, I don't know if you heard about Help.
I heard about Club Help. I interviewed the brother Al Breeze.
Yeah.
The documentary already. I interviewed him last week, and he told me about it. I was actually online today, looking up, pulling some pictures and pulling little videos.
Dude, I'll send you some videos.
Yeah, definitely if you have it, I appreciate it. So you come down here. You were born here, but you're not. You're still a foreigner, kind of, because
I had to
you left when you were little. Now, did you speak Portuguese? So you spoke it already from your mom and growing up, and your dad spoke it as well. Okay, so tell me, how's it like coming down here, 99? That's a long time ago from now. What's the climate like, and how do you adjust? Do you come straight here to Rio?
I was blind, bro.
Did you feel special because you were from
First off,
America?
I didn't come here directly from here. I had to go through the family system first.
So to explain that.
The family system was, I'm self-deporting myself, so I need a base down here.
Right, okay.
I just left 300,000 or cash back at home. Nobody knows where it is, but it's there somewhere. It's lost, and I ain't gonna say where it is. Better be lost than knowing it's in somebody else's hand.
Right.
So this whole ordeal, man, me being down here is because of that little incident in Albany, which brought me back. If it wasn't for that, I would have been Jamaican somewhere.
Jamaica?
In the islands, somewhere in the Caribbean.
But are you glad you came here? Or
Yeah, I'm glad because I was able to meet my family side, my mom's side of the family. I was able to meet people. I was able to meet my sons that I didn't know I had since '94. Yeah, in '99 I checked them. I signed them. Yeah, that's my son, bro. He's 27 now.
Wow.
Yeah. And I had my glory days here. When I came down here, it was like it was family, depression, trying to go back. Just
You were stuck on trying to go back to America.
I got twins in the States that I ain't never hugged. And I love them. I love you guys. Foundation Quandarius. Foundation just gave me a little grandson. Yeah. Proud of that baby, man.
Got twins.
I got twins in the state, 3 down here, and 5 total. I think I got 1 more on the way. Yeah. So getting back to the family business, man, I did my family for a while. Then I just got tired of all the bull, blah, 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 family bullshit.
Right.
Started traveling. I want to meet people. I'm a people person. I like meeting people. I like talking to people. I like conjugating with people. Family, they're always going to complain about the same shit all the time. Right? They ain't going to tell you nothing new. It's always about money in the toilet and sleep. And you're going to help fix it.
Right.
But as far as work, I started looking for work. I've been an English teacher down here. I've been a tour guide for years now. I worked on oil rigs already. I've been advisor, no, how you call it? What's the word? Like, I analyze the quality of yeah. I worked in that department as an analyst.
Inspector, like?
Yeah. I go around and just put a little sticker on, say, yeah, that's good, that's no good.
Right.
Throw it over there. I worked in that. I did a lot of things, bro, before I got right here, to Copacabana. And the person that brought me here was an engineer from the platform I used to work for. Oil rig.
He advised you to come here, or you came here with him?
I came here with him because he didn't know Portuguese. He needed a translator. So my translating business started while I was in the Petrobras, going offshore.
Right. So being bilingual here helped you out a lot.
Yeah. 1999, 2000, it seemed like nobody spoke English in this bitch, bro. I was the only one speaking English.
Right.
I had all the holes in my belt, bro.
You were there translating.
I felt like Don King knocking everybody out.
Okay.
It was good, bro. It was a good time. But they shut down my main resource capital, which was Club Help. That's why I ended up giving up Petrobras. I was making money.
So what did you do in Club Help?
Reserve tables. I put about 30 heads in. I make $1,500
A night.
Wow. That was back in the day. And majority of the time, it wasn't even reals, it was dollars.
How many years did you work there? And what year did you work?
Met Club Help, found out this 2003. They shut down in 2009.
They had like a 6 year.
Yeah. But the club has been open for a long time.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw some video and it looked like 85. I saw some video, I think it said like 85 or something. In that time, what was unique about the club?
whole world would be there, just be in it. That was what was unique, the glamour.
So it was like equivalent to maybe like the history of Studio 54 in New York.
Yeah, Bentleys. Heard Bentley?
Yeah, of course.
Man, Hot 97 was always up
Right,
there.
right.
I was always, back in those days, my nickname was CeeLo.
CeeLo.
I'll go up on the radio, Hot 97, holler at a couple of people.
So, what was the layout of the club? I heard it was multi-level.
2 levels. DJ on the second floor, overlooking the first floor.
How many people did it hold? Was it a big
Oh,
club?
dude. Pretty much the size of this from stretching this block from that wall to this wall. That was the club right there. Big. I say it fit about 1,800, 2,000 in there easy.
So who was there? Was that like some of the clubs here where, was it a regular club or was it a club where all the working girls were?
Both.
It was mixed.
It would start at a certain hour, it would start normal, and then it would just end up the whole shit. Start normal people come in, husband, wives, you know, not family with kids, you know, will come in and enjoy dance. You understand? This is the disco life, you know. And after that, they would change it according to the DJs. The classes of DJs. You got the electro, you got the slow jam, you got the classic DJ. Then that's when you see the classes change. And then
Did they have like a hip hop DJ? So
you had to have.
yeah. At that time, were there all these other terminals and other places to go? Okay.
A whole lot more than there is today.
Really? So what percentage of what you say of foreigners came here? Were they mostly from Argentina?
Worldwide.
Everybody.
Worldwide.
In comparison to now, it's cool.
Nowadays, I've seen a lot more local, Latin American, local Latin Americans, and Latino.
Tell me what has changed now, then to now. And how much has Rio changed?
It was up here, it's here now. But it's starting to get back. Why it was up here? Because the government shut down a lot of the main power money that was bringing money into the system here. Tourists. Once you scare tourism away from anywhere in the world, everything's going to shut down.
Is that because of the violence?
Violence, yes. A lot of violence here.
And was it, what type of violence was it? Was it because of the
chain pop, and people just coming up and sticking you up with knives, grabbing knives. Hey, Mafia Brazil, give me, take care of
tourists?
Tourists. So a lot of tourists
on the beach,
on the strip, on the beach, and just simply, you walking up into your doorway, somebody would just rush up on you, will push you in.
And when was that like prevalent here? Around what year?
It's still going on now, don't get me wrong. It's a whole lot less because more security cameras have been put up. The citizens are starting to fight back.
So they was
the business people are not afraid to shout no more. Back then, they was oppressed. Because sometimes the security that would be security around would be the ones telling these robbers and banditos and little rats, so go ahead, hey, see that business right there, go run over there and by that table and take their phone.
Right.
You know, why? So they can see that they need security. So the security.
Supply and demand.
You understand, bro?
Right. Okay.
It's the same shit here, bro. It doesn't change. All over the world, it's the same thing, bro.
Right.
It just, what changes? The language. Survival of the fittest.
So these days, what do you do to stay afloat?
I thank God first of all for giving me a good brain. And I done sold water down here. I done had a caipirinha stand. I'm about to invest in a barbecue stand. Churrasco.
That's what talking.
And I'm an investor, bro. I got things online a little bit that I do. I don't promote as much, but it's a little store I created. Tudo eu tenho, TDP. Tudo eu tenho. I have everything. That's the name of it in Portuguese. But I sell watches. I got very many watches. So I post. If somebody say, I like that, how much pay for it?
You're selling it to local